start off with questions.
First of all, Cruz, I mean, what was kind of working for you tonight? You wound up with 25 points there, 8 rebounds, but you were really able to kind of dribble, drive, and work your way inside. That seemed to work really well.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, getting to the hoop was my primary focus. I mean, haven't been shooting very well, so I mean, getting to the cup is a way to get out of that. I mean, we're still working on all the other stuff, but yeah, that was it.
And Hunter, offensive rebounds were a big difference for you guys tonight. 16 offensive rebounds. You yourself had 5 of them. You know, what was kind of giving you guys that opportunity to grab those offensive boards and get second chance points?
I think it's this mentality. Like, we kind of just, at training, we do it so much, crash the O boards, like, kind of just correlates to the game, especially with demanding stuff. So, yeah, it's just mentality, I think, just crashing hard. Like, I think we had, 16 tonight, 16 O boards, so it helps a lot out there.
And Cruz, going off of, you know, the win on Monday, you got to win here tonight. Now you got to go play Omaha on Saturday, try and pick up 3 wins in a 7-day time span. You know, what's going to be the biggest challenge for that game on Saturday?
Yeah, I think just digging deep. I mean, obviously it's a short turnaround, so we just got to get our legs under us and really prepare as much as we can in the short time that we got. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure the coach would do a good job with the scout, and we just got to lock in.
Cruz, even when your shot wasn't falling, you're still staying aggressive. Was Todd telling you to go to the ball late in the game?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he wants the shooters to go to the ball, especially because they're going to foul in the end because it was close. So yeah, I think our guards did a good job of getting it to the shooters in the late game. So yeah, free throws were good at the end.
3-point shooting wasn't what you guys are used to. Was Denver doing anything on the perimeter that caused that?
I think it's just, I mean, I know we're all getting our shots up, but I think it's just being confident in those shots and yeah, just going at it like that.
Hunter, what's led to your rebounding uptick in the past couple of games? You seem really comfortable.
Probably just, I don't know, that kind of COVID break. Although I got COVID, I know I just kind of like readjusted like my position in the team and just had to be more aggressive down low. I know the break was really helpful, to be honest with you. I just regathered and kind of came back, just wanted to get a lot of rebounds. That's about it.
Can you explain that a little bit? Like, how was your role adjusted at all? Like, is that something that was discussed, or?
I think I just hunted him down a little bit more. Like, Cruz went for one tonight. I told him to get out of the way and took it off him. Yeah, I think it's just, I just want to get them now. That's all. I hunt them down. Let Cruz and the guards do the shots, not as rebound. Seems to work for us, so yeah, just keep doing that.
And this is for both you guys. What's kind of been the biggest adjustment now, 3 games without Xavier? What's kind of been the biggest adjustment for you guys in adjusting to not having him on the floor?
I think a lot of things. I mean, both defensively and offensively, he brings a lot to the table. Yeah, just like that. I mean, the scoring, we're moving the scoring around a little bit, and on defense, everybody's taking up, bigger roles to guard better players. Yeah.
Especially Boogie.
Yeah, Boogie's done a great job. Shout out, Boog.
What's the conditioning level of the team? Obviously, you had so much time off, so that was something that coach was worried about.
I mean, conditioning level, I think we're getting back there.
Yeah, back there.
I mean, especially with the short turnarounds, we've got to be fit. So I mean, after this four game stretch, I'm sure we'll all be in great condition.
Yeah, just getting our legs back under us.
Yeah. Sweet. Perfect. And that's the Down Under special. Thank you.
Well, I thought it was a great effort by our guys, especially with the foul trouble we got into. Tassos didn't get to play much in the first half, and then Mason was in foul trouble the whole night. And those 2 guys offensively have done a good job for us. So our bench stepped up and scored 18 points. And I thought a lot of guys contributed in different ways. Obviously, Cruz scoring 25 points is big for us, and then Goody gets 13 rebounds. The other night he had 19. He keeps winning games for us by effort. And so I thought everybody who played tonight played well. Unfortunately, we got in foul trouble. We had some strange lineups out there, which we haven't had. Keaton checked in, and he hadn't played all year. But we had to play him. And hopefully he'll get some more minutes as he gets more reps in practice. So.
Does that burn Keaton's redshirt year?
As far as I know, yeah. Yep.
So was that an emergency situation?
No, we've talked about it. I mean, his family and we've been talking about it. We only have 4 perimeter players, and it's hard to play right now because X isn't healthy. So his family, Keaton, have been great. I don't redshirt somebody unless the family is 100% behind that, and I'm not going to pull somebody off redshirt unless the family's 100% behind it, and the player and his family's unbelievable. So they said, you do what you need to do. Keaton wants to help the team. If you think he can help the team, let him play. We've been thinking about it for, since we've been running low on numbers because of COVID and then our injuries. So he's going to be a very good player in our program. But tonight was a situation where, you look down at the bench, we got guys in foul trouble, and we got other guys that need a break, and we just had no subs. But Keaton hopefully will get more reps in practice and get used to playing a little bit more. He can really shoot the basketball, which obviously we're struggling with.
Was that a progressive conversation with his family, or did you set up a time recently that you got
Talk
on
to
the
him?
phone with them? Yeah.
Oh, we talk to him all the time, yeah. Saturday, or I don't even know what day it is. Monday, after the game. Long conversation, talking, and his family, his dad, coach, will do whatever you want. We trust you. You take care of our young man, and, he loves the program, and whatever he can do to help the program, he's going to do. And so we've been talking about it for, since we've had these injuries and low numbers.
Hunter said that he sort of changed his idea of his role just to get as many rebounds as possible. Is that something that you've sort of noticed over the past couple games, obviously?
Yeah, he's averaging 16 in the last two games, so, 19 was the third most in the last 20 years here, and it's the third most in Division I here, and Goody's capable of that, obviously. He had 5 offensive rebounds tonight. He had 5 up at North Dakota. And he's really changing the game for us. And he's scoring in the post, too, so that's good to see. But he plays with such effort, plays really hard, and the way he's rebounding. And then we can throw him the ball in the post, too, and he's helping us a lot.
Late in the game, were you telling Cruz to go to the ball?
When's that?
It was towards the end of the game.
Yeah, late in the game, yeah. Well, here's the other thing. We have Mason's hasn't missed a free throw, in conference. Late in the game, you feel really good with Cruz out there and Mason out there handling the ball, and we've got Eric can make free throws. X, hasn't shot them as well this year, but he was 90% last year. So normally you put X out there and Cruz and Mason, and you can pick whoever you want to foul, and we'll just go to the line. Tonight we had a different lineup out there. We had Boogie out there and we had Goody out there. And both of them are not shooting as well from the line, and they were trying to foul. And so it was just a different lineup. But I was telling Cruz to go get the ball, yeah.
Anything new on Xavier, when you can expect to have him?
No, I mean, it's really a matter of pain tolerance and getting the swelling down in his knee. I'm hoping, sooner rather than later, but it's a matter, our trainers are working with him, and he's working hard to get back.
And what's been kind of the biggest difference in the way this team's kind of worked without Xavier now for the last 3 games?
I think one of the things, Boogie has played well, and we've got a role for him. He's defended well, and he can guard quick guards, and we've had issues with that this year. But he had 10 at State. The last 3 games he had 10. And he missed some layups. He could have had 14 or 16, and he had 14 the other night, and then tonight he has 10. He's doing a good job. So he's kind of stepped up his role, and he's able to finish around the basket much better. And so we miss X, obviously. He's a very good player, not just offensively, but defensively and rebounding. He's a very good rebounder. But the other guys, Eric played well tonight, and he's capable of doing that. And so I think with X being out, it's just other guys have had to step up, and Boogie's been one of those. Eric can play better, and I think he knows that, and he wants to. And then obviously we have Keaton, and who's going to get an opportunity.
And it seemed like the second chance points, the offensive rebounds, limiting your turnovers was really kind of a big difference in tonight's game.
It was huge. Denver turns you over a lot. They're a pressure team. They've got good athletes. They play really hard. We had 4 turnovers tonight, so that was big. We had 16 offensive rebounds. They had 7. So we're plus 9 there, and then we're plus 9 in the turnover. So we're plus 18 in the possession game. And plus 18 is a big number. I mean, we had 18 more possessions than them. We didn't shoot the 3 well, and it's hard to extend leads and get it out to 15 or 20 if you're not making threes. It just makes it really hard. We went 2 of 15 the other night against UND. And then tonight, we went 4 of 15. We're just not making our shots. So it's hard with that many possessions in the plus. That's big time. Taking care of the ball, but we need to shoot the ball better.
After Saturday, you talked about how, you guys got to get your legs under you quick with the 3 games in 7 days coming up. You won your first 2. Now you got to go play Omaha on Saturday. What's going to be the biggest challenge getting the guys ready for Saturday?
Well, it's interesting. We talked about it. This will be our 4th game in 8 days, coming off where we didn't practice. We practiced 4 times in 16 days, so now we've had 4 games in 8 days. The good thing is everybody else is in the same boat. Denver, this is their 3rd game in 6 days. This is ours. As a coach and as a staff, you try to figure out how much you can go over and how much you need to save their legs. You want to keep them as fresh as possible, but then you got to prepare for a conference game against an Omaha team that's playing a lot better. And so you got to see how the guys are feeling, and it is a little bit different though to prepare for. It'd be different if it was just a Thursday, Saturday, but this is our 4th game in 8 days. So
Cruz has been attacking the basket a lot more, it seems, than just kind of settling for that outside shot when it's not falling. Is that something you're kind of trying to address as the shots struggle to fall, or is that something that the guys are just kind of taking upon themselves?
Both. We want to attack the basket. We can post up different guys. Boogie's probably the one guy that can get by somebody, and then maybe Mason. The other guys, we can post up, and we're creating double teams that way, and we did that tonight. Cruz is a good post-up player. He's a good mid-range shooter. He didn't shoot the 3 well, but tonight, and he hasn't recently, but he led the league last year in 3-point shooting. So I think he probably got easier shots last year with AJ and Stan and the all the attention they got. But he's good around the basket, and he makes his free throws. So we want him to attack the basket. All right, guys. Appreciate it.